Good evening, everyone. I can see we have a few people in the house tonight here with our Brizy webinar. And let me see if you guys can hear me. Stefan is typing. Jay, how did you get in here? We've been trying to make sure you cannot join. It's good to see you there, and it's good that things are working. Hi, Philippe. Very good to see you guys. Chetan, hello. Social Web is also there. Good evening, everyone. We've got a group here tonight, so let's see who else have we got here. I see there is Duncan from South Africa. Still 8 more days, and then let's see what the president has to say later tonight. Thomas, good evening or good morning or good afternoon. Danny, same to you over there. Hi, everyone. 3 times in a row, right? Yes. I was trying to see if I could convince Dimitri that we go to Webinar Jam, but he was too quick for me on that one, and he already booked this one. So I'll try and get him for that one. Buzin, good evening, everyone. Tonight, we are looking at Jivo, and I was just asking Joan, is it Jivo or JivoChat? And both apparently are fine, so that's great. You can associate with either of those two, Jivo or JivoChat, which we are looking at tonight. And I have Joan here, but I think she has some connection problems, so she sometimes drops in and out, and I will give her the stage very soon. Before that, let's do a little bit of promotion. So for you who do not have the WordPress lifetime license yet, there is still 612 licenses up for grab at the wonderful price of $299 US. And once that is over, you will never get it at that price again. It will increase. So that is only for the WordPress plan. Guys, don't ask me questions about this tonight. If you've bought the WordPress plan, you will get 2 years of Brizy Cloud Studio with that for free. That's complimentary. And after those 2 years, you will have to sign up for any of those packages that we do offer. So the numbers are ticking. Make sure you grab one of those. Stefan, I got it. What a deal. That's great. Latisha, that's also great to see that. And Jay just said, welcome to Joan. She will greet everyone very soon. Fulvio, great. So guys, tonight we're going to learn about JivoChat, and we are going to see in the pre-recorded video how you can install that on Brizy WordPress website. But guess what? Even Brizy Cloud. So how to use the system and chat with your clients and users in real time. And that will take us to around, I would say, we're not going to spend too much time on that tonight because, trust me, Joan is very efficient. She does not talk the long session stories that I talk. So we have a very compact session on that. We may reach 50 minutes, maybe even shorter. Please drop your questions in the chat room and we will get to you guys over there. So as usual, the video is pre-recorded. And if you've never joined any of these sessions, don't get excited if you realize that the video is pre-recorded. It helps us to interact with you in the chat room. And also a lot of the stuff we do, if you record it, we may sit and wait for a website to load for 20, 30 seconds. And that's why some of these things, we just have to do it before the time. And then we have a little bit of a discount for you guys at the end. And please, no technical support, as I have absolutely no idea even how to help you with that. So tonight, as you guys know, I'm sitting over here in South Africa. We are now, tomorrow will be 4 weeks in lockdown, 1 more to go. But I'm very suspicious at this moment. I think tonight, it's just quite possible that the president is going to extend it with another week or 2. I think they didn't want to tell us at the beginning it's going to be 7 weeks. So they told us 3 and then extended it by 2. And then they're going to break my heart tonight with another 2 weeks. So during this lockdown, my favorite food that we've been preparing is butter chicken, right? I have to get it right. I usually call it butternut chicken, but it's butter chicken curry. Make it myself. And then my favorite lockdown drink has been rooibos tea, which is a South African tea. And then my favorite lockdown exercise apparently was standing up from my chair. I've had all these nice ideas of exercise that I'm going to do during this time. Seems that also didn't turn out. So 8 more days to go, and then I'm free. Touch wood. Let's quickly have a look then there, Baxter. Hello to you guys. I'm at work and don't have the time I wanted today. Can you tell me if there are plans to have a Brizy theme? Oh, social web. Right. Joan, good evening. How's it over there? And tell us a little bit about yourself. And more importantly, welcome to our webinar. We are very happy to have you here tonight on our JivoChat focus here with Brizy. And I can see Joan. She's there. But like I said, we've been having connection problems. I can try to imitate Joan's voice, but that probably wouldn't go off very well. So once we get her back, I'll give her the stage again. And Joan, if you can hear me, just jump in anytime you want and start talking. I won't mind to go a little bit quiet. Right. So I'll go through here. Joan is joining us in spirit and mind, and she is from the partnerships development over there at JivoChat. She's actually all the way tonight talking to us from Panama. And it's one of the places that is so far away in my mind. I truly would love to go there, but my fear of flying, or rather my avoidance of flying, rather, I'm not sure when I'm going to have that opportunity to go there. And right, so here we go. And I see she just dropped out there, so probably she will reconnect with us. Right. Bomb says also Panama, right? Stunning. I've only seen Panama. The only recollection I have now of Panama is from a movie that I dare not say called Team America, where they, yeah, I don't even want to go into that. Good, guys. So luckily we have prepared the video, and when Joan gets back on, I will try to let her interject here quickly and also give us feedback at the end. So unfortunately, I won't be able to answer any questions as I don't have it. And I see her jumping back on. So if she can get on quickly, I will let her try while her internet is still friendly, quickly have a chat, and then we can run the video. So Joan, if you are there, you can, I think, leave your video off, but you can just have a chat. I can hear you there. So say good night, introduce yourself before we lose you again.
I'm sorry about that, guys. Well, I live in Panama, so it's like in the other side of the world. So sometimes the internet here is kind of fishy, but it helps us connect, which is something that I really enjoy. I've been working with JivoChat for over a year now. And just a little bit about what we do in the company and why is it so important, especially in these times when social distancing is happening. We just like to help people get connected. That's what I love about my job and what I do here, just to help people get connected. And we're going to show you that a little bit further in the video. And especially because you guys are putting so much money into getting the traffic into your websites, getting people to get to know you, and spending all this money on the leads, we want to make sure that we convert or help you convert those people into actual paying customers. So, yeah, that's our main goal, and I really enjoy the fact that I'm able to be here and explain you a little bit more about what we do and how we do it, basically.
And Joan, I see you got into website building at the age of 14? How did that happen?
Just, I guess, I don't know, boredom. It's a terrible thing to say.
I love the honesty. It's great.
I mean, yeah, people always try to have this huge ideas like, hey, I did it because I got inspired. Honestly, when you're a kid, you just try to find new things. And well, when I was 14, how long ago was that? Like a while ago. It was kind of like a new thing. To have this, and you don't have a lot of females, I guess, doing this. So I don't know if I saw it kind of interesting, and that's why I did it.
Great. And you guys at JivoChat, I mean, I was speaking to you guys earlier. You are all over the world, right? I mean, you're over in Panama, and this is very intercontinental, global.
Yes,
company,
yes.
right?
We have a large international team. We have people from all over the world. We have our headquarters in Russia. That's where they are. Who would imagine to work for a Russian company? Is what I thought at the beginning, but I love working here. You just get to know so many different people from so many different backgrounds, especially when you work from people like from all over the world, basically. So you have people with different cultures, different backgrounds, different way that they do the work. Even the approach for our customers is completely different from what we do for our US customers, what we do for our Canadian customers, what we do for our Russian customers. It's just like completely different because it's going to go with their culture, what they're used to, what they like. So it is just different, and I love it. You just never get the same anywhere.
Right. Okay, Joan. I'm very happy. At least I got you on, and that people could hear you. I was worried they were going to accuse me that I made you up. So
No,
I'm
I'm here. It's just my internet. It's just weird. It's just fluctuating. But then again, Viva technology it helps us connect, but sometimes when it disconnects, crazy. So we're in one of those crazy days. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But I'm here and I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys
yeah, no
have. And
problem.
I hope the video is super informative for you guys. I know I try to like push it all in like 20 minutes because I know everybody's busy and they have their lives, but we just want to make sure that you got to see like the most of it. But still, I mean, if you guys have any questions or anything, we will be more than happy to help.
Right. So before we start, I mean, most people in the group tonight, and I saw Social Web asking, we are 50 people strong tonight, Social Web. That most people who are in the chat room will probably know tonight who is JivoChat. But if you were to, in a very short introduction, explain to newcomers to WordPress making or website making rather, how would you explain to them what this product is?
Well, JivoChat is a live chat application that you can set up on your websites. It is super easy to use. A lot of the live chats have so much information and so much data, and probably it's not a good fit for everyone. And we try to make sure that we are kind of like all size fits all. We try to compile all this information, ways to connect. We have the telephony option, which is for you to have a chat and also a calling option, just to make it a little bit more cost conscious whenever you're making calls international, because we know that a lot of the websites their visitors are not necessarily from their country. So we're trying to make this accessible for all of them. It is basically an omni-channel. You can put it on your Facebook to answer your Facebook and to stay connected. You can put it on Telegram. You can put it on your WhatsApp also. You can have it on your phone. And now we're having this team feature so that you can use it also to stay connected during these times with your team if you're at home, or to be like a business messenger so that everyone can use it to interact with their customers and also interact with their teams inside of their corporation. The cool thing about this is super easy to install, just like Brizy. So I think it's super compatible with people that don't like, or maybe they're not so tech savvy. Maybe somebody that is tech savvy will install it in a heartbeat, but maybe it's just starting, or anybody in the team can use it. So it is super simple to use. You will see that in a little bit, but it's just to stay connected. Again, we spend so much time driving traffic, either by pay leads or maybe pay-per-click, or all these tools that we use to drive traffic into our websites. And a lot of those people, 70% of those people in most cases, they just leave because they don't have the interaction with anybody. So with
Right.
JivoChat, you'll have the opportunity to interact with your customers, whether that's in a specific portion of the website whenever they come in. If they're 10 seconds in, 20 seconds, you can time that out according to what works best for you. So you will be able to set up different trigger options depending on what works for you. And so that you can connect with them. They can probably, if you're selling a product, for instance, you want to make sure that if they're looking at that product, you can and they might have, because you will be able to close the deal a lot more effectively. So that's what we try to do in Jivo, help you convert those customers that you already paid for, that are there, that they're interested, into actual paying clients.
Great. Thank you so much. Guys, before we start the video, and I know, we are talking too much here. I just saw in the comments from Letitia, who says she's in New Jersey and, in the middle of the whole COVID-19 at the moment. And that for her, it's a great opportunity to take a break with this webinar and just, see something positive. So we are very grateful for those kind of feedback, because this is also one of the things that really helps us with the kind of customers that you guys are, and the support. It really helps to keep these things going. So thank you very much. And Letitia, I was actually in New Jersey in February, so I cannot believe how the world has changed in about 2.5 months, right? So keep safe there, and that goes for everyone out there. Before we start, Andrew, Scotland, good evening, good evening. Right. So, guys, I'm going to pop over now to the video, and if all goes well, we will not have major technical problems, but you never know, right? So, before we start that, 2 things I want to say. Make sure that if the video starts and you cannot hear it, that you unmute it. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you will see a little speaker. Make sure that that is turned all the way up. There may be also a function that says tap to unmute. Make sure you've done that. And if all of that fails, just refresh your browser and try again. So let's do that, and let's start our show for the night.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joan. I'm a partnerships manager for JivoChat, and today we're doing a webinar along with Brizy just to show you how easy and simple it is to be able to set up this, and also on the dashboard for WordPress. So I'm going to show you super quick how simple it is to set this up. And then after this, I can also show you how to set up a few triggers and set up some custom items for the chat. So before we do this, it's super important that you will create a JivoChat account. To do that, you just need to go to JivoChat.com, choose the option to sign up free, and then there you will have the option to either create an account using your email address from Google, or to use your regular email address and set up a password, because we're going to need this during the installation of the plugin on WordPress and also on the cloud option. So let's just create that account so that we can do this as we go by. If you have any questions, remember that we're going to be live during the whole webinar. So if you have any questions, just send us a message and we'll be happy to answer them. So let's just dive in with the first option under WordPress. First, we're going to set up the plugin. So how we're going to do that? I'm sure you're familiar with the plugin section. So we're just going to choose the option to add a new one. And we're just going to look for the JivoChat plugin under the WordPress library. We're just going to type the keyword. We're going to type right here, Jivo, and it's going to automatically pull up JivoChat. We're going to say install now. And again, this is when it's going to come handy that you already have your account, because we're just going to hit activate and we're going to get a pop-up right here from JivoChat. So we're going to click there. And this is going to ask us for our email address, our password, and the agent's name. So currently we don't have this installed on the Brizy website. So we're just going to set up my email address right here. Again, I already have it created, so it's going to be super fast. And we have our password, agent's name. So we're going to set up my name and we're going to say install now. Now this is going to load my website. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a peek at the actual website. So we're just going to go right here, right now. Now, the cool thing is that you can use it as soon as you install it. You just need to set it up right here, and we're just going to scroll down a little bit. And if we scroll up, we're going to get the chat populated right here. We're going to have the window right here, chat with us, we're online. Now, you will be able to set up different options to set it up, to remove the trademark, to customize the colors, and we can set this up in a minute. But for showing purposes, I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. And we're just gonna say hello right here. As you can see, I've done it before. So we're gonna get a quick pop-up from our chat right here. As you can see that sound. And we're gonna be able to see the app right here and our chat right here. Hello. We're going to get this message also for our new chat, and we're going to say accept chat. And we're going to answer right there. Hello. Send the message. We're going to get a notification, new message right here also. And Here, we're going on a conversation. You can see the agent's name. You can set up a picture. I'm going to show you how to do all that in a minute. So I'm going to close this for a minute, and this is the option for Brizy on WordPress. Now we're going to see the cloud option. Now, the cloud option, again, it's going to be super important that you already have the app because we're going to need some information from the app. Now, the cloud version for Brizy, it's super simple to use because you don't need any like developer history or anything. So I don't have it. I could do it. So I'm sure it's going to be super easy and breezy for you. So we're going to open right here the settings option. And then again, I'm going to click under settings one more time. Here we have the option to code injection. So we're going to find this code. Now you might be wondering, where do I find this code? And I'm going to show you in a minute. We're going to go back to our JivoChat app and we're going to go under manage. Then we're going to go under channels and we're going to choose the option settings. Now for settings, we're going to look for installation and we're going to copy this code. This code is the one that you will input or perhaps share with your developer. In this case, you can do it yourself. I'm going to show you how. So we're going to go back to our Brizy app and I'm going to inject that code right here. As you can see, I have the website right here. I don't have the chat available at the moment. So let me just go back here. I'm going to say save changes. And I'm going to reload that website one more time after I've saved this changes. So let me just close this right here. And we're going to hit update just to make sure that it refreshes. And we're going to open that website one more time just to make sure that everything is refreshed and it's taking our code just so that we can have the chat available for our cloud Brizy option. So it's loading right now. And we're going to do the same. We're going to scroll down and we're going to scroll back up. And now we're going to have the chat available right here. Same thing will function. You will have the option to contact your client as soon as they log in. We're going to type right here again. We're going to do a brief hello. You're going to get your notification. This you can edit also, like what things are required. There are some things that you can set up to be mandatory. So if you need their name or their email address as something mandatory to start the chat, you can set that up. And I'm going to show you that also. So we're just going to say hello. All right. And we're going to get our notification on our app. So we're just going to go to the app right there. Just close this up and you're going to get your message right here. There you go. So we're going to close this for a minute since we're not editing anything. And we have on our inbox our new message. So we're going to say again, accept chat. And we're going to say hello. And you're going to get a new message notification on the website. So your client knows that you're online, that you're active. You'll be able to set this offline or you can set the agent away just so that you don't lose and it won't affect any of your reports because you will be able to have reports on performance and all that so that you can keep track of your customers. You can also set up an option to have calls, to receive calls from the website so that you can stay in touch and answer all those clients' questions. And I'm going to show you how to set up that now. So you can see how easy and simple it is to set up all these chats on two websites, less than 5 minutes to set it up. And it's 5 minutes because I'm explaining to you, but I'm sure that if you do it, it's click, 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 just add your download, create your account, and you're good to go. So now let's go back to the app and see how we're going to add these channels. Now, it is important for you to add different channels because you can have just a single app and handle different places at the same time. So how we're going to do that? We're going to go under manage. And here we can add the channels. As you can see, I have the JivoChat Cosmic Cafe. which is the first one right here, JivoChat, thecosmiccafe.net. And we also have this one. So I'm going just to copy this one just so that I can add it on my app. And I'm going to say add channels. So I'm going to choose what it is, if it's Facebook, if it's Twitter, if it's a callback, if it's Telegram, what do I want to add here? And I'm just going to open right here, add website. I'm going to enter my website name right here. And we're going to be able to now manage individually each channel. So if we want different triggers for different websites, if we want different options on different websites, if we want different colors on different websites, we will be able to handle this independently. So we can set all this up. Now, what's the purpose of setting different channels also? So that we can track progress for the websites, how many chats we're going to get, like how many chats we have missed, and basically just so that we can track some statistics on different websites. Now, so let's just take this one as an example, this one, right, which is the first one that I have. I have this color. I'm not a fan against this website. No problem. We can edit that real quick. So we're just going to go back to the app and we're going to go to settings. Now, there's a few things that you will be able to change under settings. First, for example, if you don't like the trademark right here, the JivoChat trademark, and you would like to remove that from the website, you can remove that. Super simple. Just go under options, scroll down all the way to the bottom and hide JivoChat trademark. You're good to go. Another thing you can do from options also is to delete this channel. Let's say that you no longer have this website or you set up something wrong and that's not the order you want. No problem. You can just delete the channel and redo it all over again. So we can always remake stuff. Another thing that we can change is the way that we see it. We can change the name right here. We can set up only JivoChat or only the Cosmic Cafe. Maybe it will be easier for you to see. Another options that we have is the design, which it was what I was telling you. Perhaps you don't like the color, it doesn't match your vision for your website. Not a problem. We can set this up. We can set up different things. So for example, right here, background, it's kind of blue, so you want it to pop a little bit more, or maybe you want it to blend with the background a little bit more. You can choose different colors to have. Perhaps you can set up something a little bit more pink so it will pop up and they can see it. They can also see the visitor's message color. As you can see right here, it changes, or you can set it up to be blue or green. It's up to you. Also, we have the callback option, which is a line in your website. You will be able to purchase minutes and have them give you a call. If they have any inquiries, they will be able to reach you. So we can set it up again. This is a callback. And we can set it up to be a little bit like this, or maybe like this. Let's just set it up like this. Also, the font, we can set it up to be light, dark, or auto. I'll set it up to be light. I don't want it to be like 2, but just for you to be able to see it right here. You see? If you make it light, it changes right here again where my name is. And we can set up to be light. So it's up to you. Maybe you prefer dark than white. Also, we can change the pattern right here. Currently, I don't have anything, but I can set up to be something here in the background, maybe some polka dot. Maybe if you want to play with it, it's up to you again to set up that, but we want to give you the option to customize it along with your website. Also, we can choose the position where we want the chat to be. We can choose to be on the side, maybe in the middle. We do, for conversion purposes, suggest to be like on the bottom corner because it's just easier, it just makes sense for people. But if you prefer to have it somewhere else, you can just choose where do you want it to have. Right here. You can see it's moving, but I'm just going to leave it where it is for now. Also, you can choose the font size which font you want it. If you want it to be a different font so that it will go with your website, you can also change that. You can also update the text. This is like the automatic pop-ups. You can change this text, send us a message, please leave your message below. This is in case you're offline, for example. They will have a form. I'm going to show you how to set those permanently. And also you can choose a different color or a different look for your mobile version. So you can set this up also in design. Or if you want to use the same exact one as you're using on your desktop, we're just going to leave it marked here. We're going to say save. And this changes now. We'll go to this website. So let me just reload right here. And we're going to be able to see the changes that we've made. Now, the cool thing about this is that all changes are going to be like right away. So we will be able to see if it's something that you like, if it's something that you don't like. Again, I'm not a website creator. Probably this is not the right colors, but I just wanted you to be able to see the difference whenever we went there. So now you can see it still in the same place. We have the name, the pop-up that we changed. So all changes have been made and you will be able to move on. Now, another thing that you will be able to do is to set up when you're going to get this chat. How many seconds do they need to stay on the website in order for them to be able to see this chat? So I'm going to close this right now and we're going to continue with that. So we have the triggers. Triggers are going to be options for you to set up when the chat is going to populate. It's going to be a proactive invitation on every page. So every time they click on a different tab is something that you want. Like if they go here, do you want the chat to populate? Do you want them to be there for 30 seconds and then to populate? So you're going to choose how you would like that to work. Also, you're going to have the option, okay, which actions will determine which results. So right here, we're going to be able to add the action. So let's say that the agent is not online. Okay, what do we want? Or the agent is online. Okay, what do we want it to happen? We want them to open the form to send an email if they're not online. What message do you want us to leave? So right here, you can leave your message, send a message, and you can choose exactly what you want to happen on each section. So if you don't have anybody online, you're going to say online presence, no. So this is when I want this message to populate. Time on the page, 10 seconds. Oh no, that's too short. No problem. We can change it to 20 seconds. We can change it to 60 seconds. It's up to you. This you will be able to track a little bit better whenever you see the statistics, like how long does your client spend online and stuff like that. And you will be able to see it on the chat also live. So let's say that you're in the chat. I'm just going to exit this for a minute. But let's say that you're on your website and here, on your app, I'm sorry, you will be able to see here, oh, okay, she's from homepage and she's on Brizy. Okay. And they've been there 48 minutes, 52 minutes. Normally it's going to be shorter. Are they just looking? Did they click? What are they doing? Did they went directly? They went through a different material? Or if we want to do a proactive chat. So if you see somebody there for a while and you're like, maybe I should talk to them, you can just initiate the chat on your own and say, hey, how are you? And just start talking to them. So you can choose if you want it to be proactive, or you can choose if you want it to be something based on a trigger. So as you can see right here, we couldn't invite a visitor for a chat. They might have already left the website. So that's a good thing. You get a pop-up letting you know, okay, they're already in a chat or they have already left the website. So it just tells you, it is very intuitive and it will tell you like, hey, this is just happening. Here, you're going to have the option to make calls. Again, an excellent feature you can see the different plans that we have, and it's going to depend on the country where you call, but you will be able to do a test call everywhere. It's super simple. It works just like a phone connection. So long your connection is good, this is going to be great. But we can go a little bit deeper into that if you have further questions. But basically, this is our app. This is how it works. I know it's a lot of information. So if you want something a little bit more in depth, just please let us know. We will be more than happy to help you. I hope this was very informative for you guys, and we hope the interaction with Brizy will help you guys convert your customers, be able to talk to them and get closer to them. It is super important in this time. So thank you for your time, and you have a great day.
And there's Joan. Joan, are you still there? Can you hear me? Okay, I can hear her. Hi, Joan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Good. Yes, I can. And I want to tell you congratulations. This is probably the first webinar with so many questions. So a few, and guys, I know this is just scratching the surface from what I've seen and the little bit I've played around with myself. So let's just see those questions that I think are relevant for everyone. And then, as Joan said, you can follow up with her again. I mean, these guys, they are selling a customer support plugin. They're definitely going to give you that. So, John, I think the first question would be, there's a lot of questions regarding language. So 2 is that, will this detect the language, or can you set the language, and how will this work with a multilingual website?
Okay, so whenever it's a multilingual website, you can actually, it detects all the languages from Google. So you can just hit on the translator and you will be able to switch the language. So if you have somebody speaking Portuguese, speaking English, you can just reply it and we'll translate it for you and also for them. So you just need to activate the translator option.
Okay, but that is in the free version or a pro feature?
That will be a pro feature, yes.
Right, okay, right. So talking about free and pro, Henrik asked, I saw you remove the logo. Can you remove the logo in the free version, or is that also just the pro version?
That is a pro version. It's available on the demo, and we actually have a surprise for you guys. We're going to be giving you a 30-day trial with the promo code Brizy. So for everyone attending, you're going to have that code so that you can try it out, but that will be only for those versions. The demo version, which is the 14 trial that we normally give, so we're going to extend this for 30 days, and for the pro version.
Right. Okay, so just from Letitia, and I think you touched on it with those triggers, but again, let's talk free versus the pro, right? Let's say a small company or a small concern that does not have the time to constantly monitor the engagement that's happening online. How will this help them? You know, will it queue the people? Will it queue the messages? And then how would you be able to respond to that?
Well, so long the agent is online, so you're going to be able to set up triggers depending if the agents are not online and if the agents are online, just so that you can kind of track the difference. You will be able to set schedules in which they are live, and also you can set up a form. So whenever they're not available, they will still be able to reach you via email. So you're going to get the notification that that person was in the website. They left their name, their email address, and phone number. You can set up which ones of those are mandatory if you want them to be mandatory. If not, then you don't need to set it up. But it's good that you will have at least their email address or their phone number mandatory, so that you won't lose those customers.
Right.
But you will be able to set up depending if they're there or not.
Thanks. Kimo asked a question, and unfortunately, when it comes to multi-sites, I'm not a specialist on this, but how would the the account work if you were to set this up on multi-site? Can you use one account on multi-sites, and how can you deactivate and give ownership or roles for the various sites, or will that be connected to the account?
That will be a single account for all sites. So as I
Okay.
showed in the video, we had 2 different websites, and we just go to the add channel option and we can set it up on a different section. If we decide that we no longer have that channel, or we're using a different website, or we had it on Facebook and we no longer want it on Facebook, we can just simply go to the settings and delete the channel. So it's just one account, one single code. You apply that throughout, because if we would have so many accounts, it would be just like too much. So we just
Right.
wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So one account, different domains. You can just change the name. If you want to leave it the www, you can. If you just want to put a simple name, you can just add a simple name. You can put 1 through 3, whatever works for you best. And you can assign agents to different sites. So you don't need to have everyone everywhere. You can just set them up. You can have the admins. You can have the admins, they just can oversee, so they won't need to actually purchase licenses for admins, because they're there just to see what's happening. So you just need the licenses to see how many agents you can have live at the same time. So let's say that you have different schedules, and let's say you have 2 different schedules, just to make it simple, and you have 6 agents. So you, in that case, you want only 3 licenses. You don't need to have 6 licenses, because they work on different shifts.
Right. Good. So let's move on. Jay had asked, is it white labeled? And I guess if you can switch off the logo, then it is white labeled.
Yes.
Well, white labeled, question 1. And question 2, do you guys have any lifetime limited lifetime deals, LTDs?
No, we don't have currently lifetime deals. We do have deals if you purchase 6 months, 1 year, and 2 years. There's different deals available, but not at the moment lifetime deals. It's something that I'll be more than happy to pass to the sales department, see if that's an option. I think it's really like a sweet deal to have a lifetime one like you guys have. And yes, you can just remove the logo so long you have either the demo version, which is the one that you try for 14, or in your guys' case, 30 days. And if you have the pro version.
All right. One question I have, the engagement, that if I'm sitting, and you had shown us how it looks on the website, the portal that you go to, and there you will interact with those people that come to your site. I haven't checked this, so it's just a question. Do you have an app for this on a phone, so that it's also very easy for people to engage on their mobile devices with people?
Yes.
Okay, right.
I am a huge fan of the phone one. Even I just like roll out of bed and I can just look at my phone. Like, it's 10 times easier whenever you have that accessible at your fingertips than to having to go and turn on a computer or something like that. You can just see how many messages you have outstanding. So you can just reply from there. It's super simple. So yeah, we do have the mobile version, and we also have the desktop version,
Okay, great.
and also a web-based version. So if you
Yeah,
have it on your tablet, you can just go to a website and access from there.
good. Let me see. There, just jump regarding GDPR. Is it possible to control what kind of cookies will be able to load? Is this a question for you or for us? That's a good one.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah, I'll follow up on that one. I think I'm not sure if that is, but that's an interesting question. We'll have to look at this. How does one agent handle more than one chat at a time? Multitasking, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Jack,
that will come in the agent's ability. I mean, I wish I can give you the key and tell you, we have the app for that, but it's just gonna depend on the agent. They can just grab the chats right away. They're gonna get the pop-ups. They accept the chat. They can just say hello and just keep going to the other chat, and just they're gonna get pop-ups every time they get a chat and notification. So it's just gonna sound like a little bell on their
right.
computer or their phone. Mhm.
Okay, so just Konstantinos, he elaborated on his question about the GDPR. He says when you install or when you will load the JivoChat, there will be cookies with that. So would you know how that will affect it, or is that something we will have to follow up on?
Yeah, we'll need to follow up on that. Perhaps on the developing team or support team, probably they can give me a little bit more insight on that.
Right. Okay. So that one we can follow up on.
Yes.
Jack is still asking about the screen. I think he's referring to the portal where he had seen where those messages came in. Yeah, Jack, I mean, you are meaning how you're physically going to switch between the chats within that portal, right? I think that is a matter of just going from one chat to the next chat, right? And you click from one and then you click into the other one and then you will be cross chatting. Is that how you would handle a situation like that?
Yeah, in a way, especially because this is a web version. It's not the desktop version. The desktop version, you will have it a lot more organized because it's not going to be separated. You
All
can
right.
just see it on your inbox for all the new ones, and then on the bottom, like you'll have a dialogues window. So the second option is a dialogue, so you can just see every conversation that you have opened, just kind of like what you see on your WhatsApp. So you will have it like different people that you're chatting
Okay.
with, you will have it all like that. So it's just like about going and clicking on which one you want to talk to.
Great.
And
And
anybody that is new, you will get it on inbox.
right. I just want to go back here because I saw that the guys in the chat had referred to build his first website. So there's a small problem there in the presentation. It is build her first website 20 years ago at age 14. Sorry for that. Right. I think, for me, very insightful. I have to be honest, Joan, I've never used this. I've never needed it. So I've always been browsing around, and I know there are many, many similar
Yes.
platforms out there. So not getting into this conversation, but do asking you this, why would JivoChat be a better option than some of the other competition out there?
I think whenever we're going into this live chat, they have so many options. It's just like going to the supermarket and you're looking for a pizza sauce. There are like a million. So you just want something that it's pretty down to earth, probably that it always stays good with everything. And that's kind of what we are. We are all in one. It's simple to use. So it's not something that you have to have like a ton of training. It's something that you can just.
And I think we lost Joan because now you all want to know about the end-to-end encryption, and I cannot answer that question for her. Okay, let's see if she can jump back on in the next 2 minutes before we say adieu for the night. And if she does, I'll bombard her with the end-to-end encryption because I see one of those questions. If I see the plus once, that's it, right? Is this safe to put on our updated Brizy Pro page? I would say, Letitia, yes. This works very independent from the page builders. As you see, it easily integrates even with Brizy Cloud. It's going to work with any online platform that allows for code injection. And I speak like an expert. So, right. Need to take that with a pinch of salt, but we've tested it. I mean, the video that Joan had shown us today. I think Joan, hi, Joan, are you still there? I saw her microphone was muted. Okay, good. Okay, thank you for my answer. Good, right, that's great. Very good. That question is very rough. Right. Okay, guys, I'm going to move on forward because the internet is going crazy. And what we have was supposed to be a surprise. And Joan said the surprise later gave it totally away. We will put her in some dog box for that. 1 free month JivoChat Pro that we'll send in the details on the email, and then 15% discount on Brizy Pro yearly plans if you guys are interested in that. But before you go, social web and the templates for Brizy that you have been asking I'm not sure. Are you talking about which templates? The blocks? It's a little confusing, so I need to know more about that. So 612, there we go. 612. Did that get less while we were doing the? I think maybe we can go check and then we'll find out. So guys, next week is the Brizy Essentials for Beginners. The less you know, the better. I didn't write that. That was Dimitri, and I'm wondering who he is referring to. Next week will be a WordPress only webinar, no cloud. We've had a lot of cloud lately with the updates that we have rolled out. Next week, we'll look at really Brizy Essentials for Beginners. We did one a few months ago. We're doing another one just to catch up on that. And that will be everything from installation, how to get it. So if you guys are already running your business websites, then you can give this one a skip. But if you just want to join us and sit and chat here in the chat room, you are more than welcome. It will be next week, the same time, the same place. Right. That's it. So guys, stay safe. I have absolutely no idea what tomorrow will bring, what the week after that or the next months will bring, where the world is heading to. I'm starting to get the feeling we're in a apocalypse movie. And I can just imagine, movies that we've seen where people wear masks in the future. I'm seeing it, and I'm starting to think, hey, man, visionary, right? So the world is a very interesting place at the moment. Some of us have been hit hard. I spoke to a few people lately that is really struggling during this time. And then there are other people that are still pulling through. So stay safe, stay strong, and see you all again next week. Have a great night. Have a great day. Adios.